Introducing in the blue corner, standing at 5'8" and weighing in at 75.6 kilos, from Southport MMA in his debut fight, Chris Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live at the Andover Centre in Hampshire for Into the Cage 4. My name is Paul James. I'm joined by my co-commentator, good friend David Swan. Good evening, David.
Good evening, Paul. As you hear, quite loud here, so we are just about to get underway with our first fight of the night, and it's in the welterweight division.
Well, both these guys don't live too far away from here. We've got Dean training out of Team Mad Dog, who is part of this promotion, so he's got a lot of local support here tonight.
Yeah, and he's fighting against Chris Smith. So Chris Smith is from South Moreton Boxing Club, so I believe that's a boxing and MMA gym in South Moreton.
Yeah, South Moreton Boxing, primarily white-collar boxing. Been training MMA down there for about 4 to 5 years now. Head coach down there is Roman Ship. Very, very good wrestling coach down there.
And so as we can see now then, we've got Chris Smith from South Moreton in mount position there. He's got his arm trapped, but obviously he's in top position for the minute, trying to work his guy to the cage.
Yeah, the crowd very, very vocal here. Big platform for these guys tonight. First fight in the cage, both making their debut in the local area. There's got to be a lot of pressure on both these guys here tonight.
Yeah, obviously it's their debut fight, and right now I would say that the home fighter is actually underneath, so the crowd are probably very keen to hear him try and get to his feet right now.
Yeah, a bit of a bad position here for Dean. I mean, Chris has got him out, but as I say that, what a fantastic sweep.
Yeah, so he's turned him over. Now Chris, who's actually underneath, had his legs trapped, is now trying to pull him back into guard.
Now this is under semi-pro rules. You can see both fighters are wearing slightly bigger gloves. Does that mean they're allowed to punch to the head of these rules, or is this body shots only?
Yeah, I believe they'll be allowed strikes to the head. There'll just be no elbows whatsoever in these fights, and they're actually 4-minute round, Paul.
4-minute rounds. This is 2 4-minute rounds, I believe.
Yeah, I think 2 4s, and as you can see, it's being reffed by Grant Waterman. So a very experienced referee overseeing the action there.
Yeah, Grant Waterman's been inside the cage for many, many years now. Both top shows around Europe and the UK.
Okay, so now we've got Dean in top position. In fact, Chris on the bottom's trying to put on a triangle here, Paul, and he's grabbing hold of the leg.
Just as the pop his hips, he's falling down. Yeah. He's got mounted triangle here. This is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I think Dean's in a very poor position. A bit of a scramble now, actually. I think he's probably lost this triangle.
I mean, what's he got to do here to try and regain this? I mean, he's being pushed off by the legs here by Dean. I mean, Dean's doing a good job of trying to defend this.
Yeah, I think he's actually probably lost this triangle. I think what my advice would be now is just try and get back into top position. In fact, he's going for it now, so he's in S position now, so he's got the mount, both his legs behind his head.
And he's got his
I don't know if he's trying to get a front choke here now, Paul. I can't see by the way the fighters are positioned.
You can see he's got his foot right underneath his knee here. It's a real tight position on that triangle.
Yeah, and obviously Grant now overlooking the action pretty closely. So we've got Dean's corner telling him to stand up, but obviously he's in no position to be standing up right now.
I mean, Dean would love to stand up, there's no doubt about it, but I mean, this is great work here by Chris. I mean, he's holding on to that, he's back on his back, he's got that triangle very, very tight. This is sucking the air out of Dean, making it so hard to breathe.
Absolutely, that's in, yeah, it's quite hard. Okay, so he's out of the triangle.
Brilliant. Perseverance gets him out.
Yeah, so it actually looks like Dean now maybe wants him to stand up. Okay, no.
You know what, Dave? I think it's taken a lot out of Chris's way. You see him really breathing heavily, mouth open there, which, you know, as we say, it's the first time these guys have got inside the cage. It's going to be a lot of adrenaline rush, a big adrenaline dump them in their cage door closes. They're going to find it hard to breathe inside these conditions, but...
Absolutely, so we've now got Dean, okay. So both fighters are in front of us, in front of the cage. I've got Chris in top position. Dean did just have a choke on there for a moment, but now we go back to Chris throwing down some ground and pounds.
That's a big finish.
And the round is over.
Brian Warman steps in and stop it. That's a great finish there by Chris. Gets him down to position at the very end, lays down some heavy strikes.
Yeah.
Big finish for Chris and a big round for Chris.
Strong, I would say, very strong first round for Chris. Obviously took the fighter down, had majority control, looked at a couple of submissions, and then finished with ground and pound. So good round for the Chris there, I would say.
It'd be nice to see how much stamina both these guys got left in round two.
Of course, especially being their debut fight, we don't actually know if they have any amateur experience. So it's quite a challenge getting in there and doing 2 or 3 rounds of full contact fighting for the first time. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges make of that first round.
Yeah, indeed, I wonder. I personally would think that would have probably gone to the blue corner being Chris. I think he dominated that round very well, but we never know what the judges are going to score.
Okay, so we're about to get it underway now with round 2. Again, quite a full house here in Andover.
Yeah, big support for both these guys, especially Dean being a local fighter.
So nice touch of glove there, showing respect between the guys. It's great to see.
Well, you know yourself, Dave, whatever they said before the fight, whatever's been said anyway, when you get inside that cage, it's all about respect.
Yeah, definitely. So we've seen Chris open up the round with a hook to the face, try to throw a high kick, which has just missed. He's now coming with a takedown on Dean.
Not surprisingly, Chris wants to take this foot back to the ground again. He did very well in the first round on the ground. And no surprise, he's taking it there again. And good knees there.
Unfortunately, he's actually in his own corner, so he's got his coach, Roman Ship, shouting advice now. So he's in quite a strong position. Being in your corner, it makes a big impact, actually, I think, when you take the fighter down and you're on your side of the cage.
It's also very intimidating for your opponent, isn't it? When you're in the corner there, you've got your own corner and shout at him. That person who's in that corner is not his own corner. It's an intimidating place to be.
Yeah, I believe, and you know, they might be saying some nasty things to Dean right now.
Well, that's those little tactics the corners use, isn't it? That's the way they try and get under the fighter's skin.
So we now see Chris taking mount position.
That's a high mount as well, Dave.
Yeah, very high mount. Dean has got a wrestling grip on Chris, but I think we're just going to wait. It's going to be seconds away. Okay, they're now scrambling again. We've got Chris taking to look another choke. He's got a hidden arm choke here and now.
He's moved to side control.
Moved to side control.
Good position. I mean,
and Chris actually looks ready to tap. I think any second now, Paul.
Yeah, there we are. You're right, David. Fantastic by Chris. He moved to side control with the arm and choke and arm triangle choke. Positioned himself fantastic. It's just a matter of time, and there we go. Unfortunately for Dean, local fighter loses his debut fight, but there's nothing to be worried about there. He put on a good show, and I'm sure he'll be back very soon.
Yeah, great performance. It was back and forth in the first round, so it really could have gone either way.
Great fight, good way to open the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 20